Brand. Leadership for God and country.
Hello viewers, out there, it's time once again for Sports Orbit. My name is Afa Cho. Salif Usman is also in the studio with me. Salifu, welcome to today's edition of the program. Thank you. On Sports Orbit today, we begin straight from the camp of Super Eagles, where Super Eagles midfielder Wilfred Ndidi has said that Nigeria has what it takes, and in his opinion, that Nigeria has no excuse not to qualify for the 2026 World Cup coming up in Mexico, the United States of America, and Canada. He expressed his strong determination to help Nigeria secure a place at the World Cup. Of course, we all remember that Nigeria failed to qualify for the last Mundial, which was hosted by Qatar just last year. But under the guidance of Coach Pesero, the Eagles are preparing to face top competition in the qualifiers, having been seeded in the same group with South Africa, Benin Republic, Rwanda, Lesotho, and Zimbabwe. Talifu, well, for Ndidi, I think for me too, I think we don't have any excuse of not making it to the next World Cup in 2026, because when you even look at the group in which we've been paired in, no disrespect to the other teams, the likes of South Africa, Zimbabwe, Benin Republic, but easily on paper, Nigeria shouldn't have any problem making it out of this group.
Yeah, just like we don't have excuse not to qualify for 2022
Exactly.
Africa,
Yeah.
2022 Qatar World
Qatar World Cup.
But unfortunately, we're not there. Nigeria has missed several World Cup even before we make our first appearance in US 94. And after that US 94, we were in France 98, then Korea, Japan 2002, then 2006, Germany 2006. We're not there, which we felt very bad not being at Germany 2006. Then the 2010 World Cup in South Africa, we were there. We were in Brazil 2014, and then the Russia 2018. And that season, we believe that we have what it takes, and looking at the start we have at the last qualifier, the last World Cup, which we couldn't make it, was the most painful one for the Nigerians. Because I can tell you confidently that some of Nigerians are still yet to recover from that shock.
Exactly.
But it is really unbelievable. Not disrespecting to the Ghanaian, we have the final playoff against them. But at that moment, based on the statistics and based on a proof of evidence, Nigerians are almost 60% ahead of Ghana, if not even more than 60% ahead of Ghana. But unfortunately, one way or the other, Ghana went to the World Cup while we were at home. And it is good that even the players, most of the players that made that 2022, a whole lot of them were not going to be at the Canada, US.
Very correct.
2026. Even this Wilfred Ndidi, I doubt
if he will be exactly
part of the team squad in 2026. But he still has age on his side.
Yeah.
And my wish and my prayer for him,
if he keeps his form,
he should keep his form and part of the team is a crucial player. But that sport that missed the last World Cup, I confidently tell you that 50% of them will not be at the, if we qualify, will not be at the investment. Canada 2026 World Cup. It is an opportunity lost, missed for them. Which some of them cannot come. And just like we say, if it is good that some of them are feeling that we don't have any excuse, but just like we know that they don't have an excuse not to miss the last one, but they miss it. But it's not about just talking. All we want to see is the action. Then they just go there and they qualify. Look at this World Cup. This is just the first elimination for round. final, the ultimate one will not come at the last one. It's a knockout stage. We face me and you one-on-one on the another the top 10 African who qualify from the pool. You face me, I face you, knock me, eliminate yourself. Okay, so this is the final five of African representative. About this first preliminary stage.
No, but sorry, but the 2026 World Cup, since it's expanded, I think Africa will have more than 5 representatives.
Yeah, we are going to have 9 representatives.
Exactly.
It doesn't be either has been officially confirmed. That is not right. I don't know yet. But whatever it is, I do. But this is not the first.
Yeah.
This is not the first.
Definitely.
Because we have almost about 53 African countries jointly for the position. So if our this is expanded, if our sport is being expanded to 9, so it's like 50 African countries jointly for the 9th position. So then this is not going to be the final elimination qualification. So like I was trying to say, it means even this first group, Liberia, Zimbabwe, and South Africa, on the paper you pick, you say South Africa is the main threat. Yeah. And they are actually the threat. Yeah, if you look at our rivalry between Nigeria and South Africa, he has come up close in the center. Nigeria has had a superior hand over South Africa several until 2014. I can't remember when they came to EU before and beat us 2-0 in African qualifier. That was 2015 African local qualifier. Since then, South Africa has grown confidence, and I see them as the main threat. And if you look at African football, sometimes you wonder either South Africa are not too lucky to have the talent they deserve to have. In terms of putting instruction and doing the right thing, they always have the instruction and always do the right thing. Yeah. But what they are lacking is the actual talent to get there. So definitely we have to do more. We have to do underground work and to work hard. If not, South Africa is a serious threat to even get out of this first round. And for me and most of us, the way we are looking at this Pesero so far, it's another issue. We need to iron. Yes, he has been the target given to him so far. But in terms of play on the pitch, instead of playing the biggest team, we have yet to see. But most of the biggest team he has come across so far, he has yet to produce it.
Strong, yes, exactly. All right, we'll move on now. Of course, Minister of Sports John Owen Eno today will commence an engagement with all sports federations in the country as he continues to holistically approach and assess state of affairs of the federation. The efforts are part of a series of strategies the minister is employing to reposition sports in the country. He stated that part of the process will involve the withdrawal of all sport cases in court to give room for settlement that favors national interest and that serves the interest of athletes. Now, when I saw this story, for me, we spoke about it, I think, last week, irrespective of his not having a sport background, but you can see that he's someone who is ready to learn, and he's learning very fast. And these are some of the things. I'm happy that once you come on board, you don't start listening to one side and this. He is taking the lead to call all of the federations, let all of us sit. All of the factions will be there. Of course, we know if some of these federations have cases in court, of course, they'll sit down. You ask them, what are the issues? Please, we need a united front. Can you please withdraw these cases from court? What are the grievances here? Because the truth is, these court cases has not helped sports in any way. And I think for me, this is a right step in the right direction from the minister.
Yeah, Alpha, you can't say it better than me. No one can say it better than you have 60. That's exactly the way it's supposed. And also, that's why it's too early to sound place of Senator Eno. Yeah. I strongly believe that he's taking his time to follow the right step and he's learning well. Yes. We have seen him so far. As much as it's not somebody who's coming from a football family or a football background. But if you're looking at his actions so far, and I commend his chew not to haste to take a decision. Yes. So he's trying to put his head down. Yes, I'm a novice, I don't know it. I'm trying to put his head down to listen to L side. I think and that is the best way to go. Yeah. And I hope our individual interests and selfish interests, I choose that word carefully. We should be able to put it aside on the overall interest of the football game, on the overall interest of sport. Whatever any sport is there, either you're a basketball, or you're athletic, or you're but anyway, as far as the minister is ready to listen to all of you, the most important thing, yes, we should all know that yes, all of us cannot be president of a particular football federation. Okay. It must be one person as a president at a time. So if the minister is given an opportunity for all of you to come to the table and iron out issues, and if a plea is being made to you, the most important thing, what you are looking at, you shouldn't look at your rivals or you should look at your opponent. What you are looking at the flag of Nigeria. Look at Nigeria's front and look at the interest of the athlete. If truly your view, if really your intention is for the development of sport, or for one particular sport, and the athlete who play the sport, because there must be athlete before you can also be the manager. So you should look at those interests. If you are now call and the iron out your issues, just try to agree to meet on the middle table so that things can be ongoing well. We can't continue to fight, and this continue to fight, it will not lead us to anywhere. We need everybody. Yes. Nobody should claim that he knows it all. You need my idea, I need your idea. We bring ideas together, we analyze and then take the best decision and take the best one to follow. So it's an opportunity to commend the honorable minister to take decision, and at the same time, in as well as taking decision, we all know what normally play out. Also urge those, because even those at the ministry are also another stopping block in what has hindered the sport development in this country. So those are the directors, the directors and the deputy directors and the secretary of the federation who are the staff of the ministry also have their personal interests sometimes. So the ministers are taking the decision. We urge the directors and the person who are also very close to the minister that knows even this federation should not just guide the minister wrong. Allow the minister to listen to every side. Whatever is your own interest, anywhere you stand as a director, anywhere you stand as a PAMSA or as a secretary of the federation, please let the overall interest of Nigeria take precedence.
Exactly. All right, we'll go on a break. When we come back, Sport Orbit continues. Don't go nowhere.
Be part of our brand. Leadership for God and country.
All right, welcome back from that break. It's still Sports Orbit. Now to our next story. Of course, Super Eagles striker Taiwo Awadi has won both Nottingham Forest Player and Goal of the Month award for August. Forest made the announcement yesterday on their website as the Nigerian international got 83% of the votes to emerge winner. Awani has picked up from where he left off after an excellent end to last season, scoring 3 goals and producing an assist in 4 Premier League games so far this term. In August, he scored 3 goals in 3 matches, becoming only the 3rd African player to score in 7 consecutive Premier League matches. His 9 goals in 7 outings saw him become the first Forest player ever to do so, subsequently leading to a August Premier League Player of the Month nomination. Meanwhile, his run and finish against Man United was voted Forest supporters as Goal of the Month for August. I mean, for Awani, you can't even begin to describe how happy I am for him. I mean, this is someone who, after his exploits at the Youth Championships, snapped up by Liverpool, spent many years on loan, in and out of loan, and now back to the Premier League, but not with Liverpool. But he's showing Liverpool exactly what they are missing.
Yeah.
And what I'm excited about Awoni is, I mean, the potential he we all saw him even while he played for Nigeria's youth team. He's clearly showing it. And just some 2 days ago, also for the Super Eagles, he was on the score sheet once again. So congratulations to him, and I can only hope for him to continue in this rich vein of form.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like same with me. I'm one of those fans, and I also pray fervently for him to stay this form and stay injury free throughout this season. I only begin to show what the potential what everyone expected of him. He's a very bulky striker, and we see him in the light of Yakuba Ibeni, the time of Yakuba Ibeni, when Yakuba Ibeni almost make a 20-goal mark in the Premier League season. So we pray for him to stay fit, and I'm not surprised by the award. He actually deserves it, and we pray that he continue to maintain this form. I was reading one report from him now before he came to the studio, and I begin to see his confidence. So when the was just asking him, because if he said he hardly celebrating the goal, and they say it's something that is normal, that there's something that you feel that is going to happen. So and it happen. It's not surprise that he's taking on away. So it's like I say, where is this confidence coming from? For him, to him, scoring a goal has become a hobby. He doesn't see that something that it happened unimaginably. That he, as far as he gets to the pitch, his desire and his object is going to score. And once it happens, it's not something that is taken unaware. As he is prepared to score, and it happens. What you are expecting to happen, so it doesn't mean it. So I say, oh, that is good, and I hope we pray. Just pray that he continue to maintain this form, and we actually make a life of him. Just look at the Super Eagles setup. Apart from the in as much as Osimhen is firing from us, we need a very. This is our Africa game.
Exactly.
The Africa team, we need a very whole somebody with a blocking team that the defender will see him standing before you, even by height and by his side, you'll be intimidated by the size alone.
Well, I mean, for Awoni, even Pesero said it. He said he experimented in partnership. He's trying to form a partnership between him and Osimhen, and for me, I think that is really good, because if you look at all Nigerian players in Europe now, Osimhen and Awoni are doing well. And I can assure you, if Osimhen continues like this next season, I can assure you he won't be playing for Nottingham Forest.
That's Awoni.
Because already he's among the top scorers in the Premier League already.
That's Awoni.
Yeah, Awoni.
And just like say, after his exploit at the Youth Championship, alongside with the Kilishi here, Nigeria were hoping that we are going to see both of them in the Super Eagles area. And just like you say, he was snapped by Liverpool. Liverpool see the potential, but unfortunately, he couldn't tie the set down to Liverpool. Known to here and there.
And of course, work permit issues.
So there and there. So I'm waiting for a day that he'll be able to silence Liverpool fans. I'm waiting perfectly that this season opportunity to present himself to really show Liverpool that this is the man.
But last season I think they played out. There's a game against Liverpool. I think he ended in a draw. So he was on the score sheet that day, but of course he didn't celebrate against. I mean, Liverpool. That is the club who actually brought him. So it's understandable. Anyway, to another Nigerian player, this time Paul Onuachu. Of course, last week we had said he had been wanting to leave Southampton since the team got relegated. Well, he's finally secured a loan move to Trabzonspor of Turkey. Of course, the club announced on their website yesterday, stating that Paul Onuachu has completed a season-long loan move to Trabzonspor, subject to international clearance they made on their X handle. The 27-year-old failed to make a positive impact following his arrival at the club in January. Well, for Onuachu, neither here and there. He's already 27, going to Turkey. I really don't know what to make of him, and I doubt if do you still see him having a future, especially in the Super Eagles, especially with the rise of the likes of Awoni. Boniface is also doing well. So doing well in a good league. A lot of players have come through.
Yes, a lot of players are coming through in the Super Eagles. We can only wish him well. he has had his time in the Super Eagles, but unfortunately he couldn't
Improve
finish.
at all.
So he's a striker that everybody wanted to see him with because of his height.
Height. And his build,
Build
actually.
that would have given Nigerians advantage, and when he saw him in the middle, to the up any up ball should be for his advantage. But unfortunately, he couldn't tie. He did well at the Belgian league. Came to the Premier League, he couldn't show the class that they saw him in the Belgian league. He was just a shadow of himself in the Premier League. But for me, just like we discussed here last week, I would have preferred him to just remain quietly in the lower division. It's not a crime. So if you look at it, to me, it's better to even play in the starting to play in the starting in the Premier League than to go to just a talking league and not even a pronounced top.
A lot of those championship teams are far better than many other leagues around.
I don't know in terms of payment, but even in terms of payment, I think we are even better. If you recall, look at Aston Villa coach from Arsenal coach Amri, who was doing well with Villarreal. He had to quit the Villarreal team that he went to come and coach Aston Villa.
Who were not even doing too well.
That is to tell you the lucrative in playing in the English club. So it could have, in my view, it would have been better for Onuachu to remain in Southampton, fight with the club. You go down with the club. Use that opportunity to fight the club and bring the club back to the league next season. But he has his choice, and he has to play. We can only wish him well.
Well, exactly. All right. To our next story, of course, yesterday it was revealed that initially Paul Pogba had failed a drug test, and before the end of yesterday, Juventus went ahead to announce that he has been provisionally suspended as a result of that. Well, for Pogba, since his second return to United, and he's going back to Juventus, and this was a move that a lot of people were not in support of, but he insisted, in fact said so many unprintable things against Man United. He was going back to Juventus where he'd be respected. But since Paul Pogba went back to Juventus, Paul Pogba has not even tasted action for like 2-3 games. It's one issue or the other, injuries and all of that, and now a doping problem which has been suspended. And people are saying, look, the way it's looking for Pogba's career, whether I like it or not, is gradually coming to an end with all of these issues surrounding him.
It's 30 years old, and for Pogba issues, and I begin to feel that if you are a Manchester United player and you want to leave Manchester United player, I think it's better you leave Manchester United in peace,
quietly,
not to have any issue with Manchester United, because I begin to see the backlash. It happened to Ronaldo. He was not to try to make a go wrong for United. Able to find the club become a problem. And Sal come to his age.
Exactly.
So Pogba also make a mess of Manchester United, then all just like some of our printing where cannot mention it. That is going to Juventus. Since he went to Juventus, just like I said, I don't think he has played any 90 minutes
at all.
He has always one problem. If you recall the saga between him and his brothers and Mbappe, where they say him and Brown want to go and visit
exactly.
Sam and Mbappe.
Yes.
So that one is there. Another one is this issue problem. Another one I found him saying, well, I only went to the witch doctor because of the injury issues and just to protect myself. So a player, I went to a witch doctor to protect yourself.
And a black man is a black man.
So, and from all sorts, unexpectedly, another a doping test.
Exactly.
A doping test that for a match that he was not even playing. He didn't even play.
Exactly.
But he was among that protested. And now they say he's taken from. He say he has his defense. Yeah, he's claiming that he doesn't have any issue that is no problem. He has between now. He has I think less than 48 hours now. Yeah. Between now and tomorrow to come out to respond to the issues. And even his agents has kept quiet so far. He said that I said, well, he's waiting for the second test before he make any further comment. But one thing we can also say, just like say, for Pogba, if it's like something is terribly wrong with him, I don't want to sound like an African person. Either my stepmother is wishing which one thing, whatever is talking, but he need more prayer because if something are repeating itself, I just like to say. The news about Pogba is not about football game. It's not about the action on the field. A very good players, one of the best midfielder in the world. But unfortunately, Pogba is going down on the wrong note. And we pray that he will be able. So many players have suffered this challenge, and we pray he should be able to come out of this mess.
All right, to our final story before we leave. Of course, for Man City fans, excitement for them as their iconic manager Pep Guardiola is returning. He will be on the sidelines this weekend as they take on West Ham. Recall that he was diagnosed with, I think, a back problem, and he had to travel to Spain to do a corrective surgery. But he's back in England, and recall that even in his absence, that's even the beauty of it. Man City were still coasting to victory. So imagine that now that he's back.
Guardiola from Man City already and an institution.
Exactly.
I was those who feel that he's absent. They're going to feel his absence, but obviously they didn't even miss him
at all.
But, and now that he's back with him, well, the rest of the EPL group are also well. God will be on our side.
Of course. Clearly. All right, that's our package of today's edition of Sports Orbit. Tomorrow, hopefully, we'll be back with our midweek edition of the program. Do join us once again, 4 p.m. Nigeria time. Salifu, thank you for being in studio once again today.
Thank you, Alpha.
Until we come your way tomorrow again, do have a wonderful time out there. My name is Alpha Cho, and it's bye for now.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.